Hello. In this video, I am going to explain how the applicability of child and family rates are determined in TWeb. See also the tutorials Children and Families 1, Capacity, and Children and Families 3, Rates and Reductions for an in-depth look at the topic. Simply put, to determine if a special rate applies for a given passenger, the particulars of that passenger must be matched to the details of the provider's family policy, considering child ages and room allocation. When providers charge less for children than for adults, this lower rate is called their child rate. It is expressed as a specific rate valid for a specific age bracket. When accommodation providers can accommodate 3 or 4 adults sharing, the applicable rates are called triple and quadruple rates. For accommodation, a given passenger might qualify for one or the other of these rates. For non-accommodation providers, only ages matter in determining if child rates apply. Room allocation is not taken into consideration, and there is no special rate for 3 or 4 adults sharing. If there is a child rate, it is displayed in the search engine under Children, for example, Eau de Verf, and also on the provided details page in the rate section under Children. Some providers have just one age bracket specifying which children are free of charge. For example, Le Ballon Rouge and Montrouge. Typically infants till the age of 1, 2 or 3 years, although it could be any age. For example, Lanzarote, free until 6. Some providers have 2 brackets, children free of charge and children qualifying for a reduction. Again, for example, Lanzarote, free until 6 and qualifying for a reduction from 7 till 12. Or 2 rates valid for different age brackets. For example, Stellenbosch Lodge, one rate for those 6 and under, another from 7 to 12. The maximum number is 3 brackets, the age on which children are free, and 2 age brackets with different rates. For example, for Evergreen, 2 and under free, 3 to 7 a specific rate, and 8 to 14 another rate. In the passenger list, a passenger aged 0 to 18 years is considered a child. For such passengers, the ages are entered in passenger detail. For example, Anders R&B, Dune A&L, and Hamilton G and M. Passengers are allocated to rooms in the passenger list according to how they will share, whether alone, for example, Silvo M Mr., 2, for example, Dune G Mr. and S Ms., 3, for example, Anders, Beltan and Chaco, or 4 in a room, for example, Anders, S, A, R and B. In calculating family rates, the system considers ages and room allocation, comparing what is in the passenger details and rooming list with the provided details. For accommodation, in general, child rates apply only to children sharing with 2 adults, so the oldest 2 passengers are considered to be adults in the calculation of the rates. For example, Anders R and Dune A. Remaining passengers may then qualify for child rates. Here, Anders B and Dune L. Where they potentially qualify, child ages as in the passenger list are compared to the provider's age brackets to determine which rate applies. Here, for example, at Poponyane, Anders B child, age 4, falls in the brackets child rate 6, Anders Armis, age 10, falls in the bracket child rate 12, and Hamilton M child, age 6, falls in the bracket child rate 6. Adults or children that are too old for the child rate might qualify for triple or quadruple rates. For example, Chaco E Mr. an adult, and Hamilton G Mr. a child too old to qualify for the child rate. The rate applicability may be different from provider to provider. For example, for Morningside Cottage, Hamilton G Mr. here does qualify for a child rate. The system in each case allocates the best rate available, given the room setup and age. Child rates can apply for accommodation as well as any other type of service, except, generally speaking, car rental and transport with guide. Rates per vehicle are not affected by the age of the passengers. Each pays an equal share. In calculating child rates for non-accommodation services, the system considers only ages, comparing what is in the passenger details with the provider details. For example, here at Mare Sol, all the children except Hamilton G Mr., who is too old, qualify for the child rate. And that is it. Thank you for watching.